It's Brooke. I hope you're having a great day. I am currently surrounded by journaling stuff. I am woefully behind in my creative daily journal, and I thought I would come on and show you guys what I do. Oh, there's Mark. Sorry, that's the garage door. I thought I would show you what I do when I get really just dismally behind, frankly. May has been a month full of fun and running around, and I just have not. I've been doing a lot of stuff for YouTube and for my Etsy shop. I haven't had time, I haven't made time to sit down and keep current in my journal. In fact, May is almost empty, and this is the 19th. Is it the 19th? Yes. Oh, no, that's not true. The first time I recorded this video, it was the 19th. Now it's the 21st. I don't know what happened. The video corrupted, whatever. So I'm going to go back and show you what I was doing. What I have here in front of me is my current Creative Daily Journal, which is made out of a composition notebook, altered with 3 signatures and a soft spine, which I am really, really loving. So I have that in front of me. I have my daily planner because I keep notes in this in my happy planner, what happened during the day. I also have my box that I keep on my desk where I just throw in stuff that I've gathered during the day, pictures that I've printed, just everything that could go in my journal. This box is, let me see if I can show you. I don't want to tip it too much because I'll spill everything. That's how I go. The box is from this little burger stand model kit that my daughters got and put together. They are totally into all kinds of crazy little blind boxes and things like that, which I'll tell you about later. But at any rate, they got this burger stand to put together while they were here, and the box is quite heavy duty. And when they offered it to me, oh yes, thank you. So I've been using this to just throw everything in, and it's been very handy. And they left me the cute little tweezers that came with the kit. So I don't know, those might come in handy. So I put them in there. I also printed up my latest batch of photos. And the way I do it is photos and screenshots and things. The way that I do it is I put everything into Procreate as it happens on one sheet. You can also do it in Word. So my daughter sent me pictures from Alaska, and I had written on there, I write right on the Procreate document the date. Mark has a guitar lesson coming up, so I made this fun little clip art for that. And I had space on this sheet, so I went ahead and stuck it in. I can put this on the day his lesson is. And then here was the first time I recorded this video, and here's the second time I recorded it. So I fit as much on the page as I can and date it as I go. It seems to help. And then what I'll do is push this to the side. I will go to the back of this and write the dates on it. Thank you, Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. Great idea. Because I had a tendency to go ahead and cut them out and, of course, lose the dates because I'm a baby genius. No, I'm not. And you can kind of look through, if you hold your paper up to the light, you can see where they are and what their date is. So I keep them like that until I have a full sheet, and that way I don't lose as much paper. So there you go. Tip number 1, Procreate, Photoshop, Word. I'm sure there are way more programs that you can do that in. So I have that, and I think we're ready to roll. Put that to the side. We'll do that a little later because I have, well, let me see, all these piles that I started sorting. And then when I realized the video corrupted, I kind of stopped. So I have stuff that I had been sorting out of the box by date, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay, so let me pull those back a little bit. Now I have my journal. I'm going to take out all the stuff. Look, it's my little froggy bookmark peeking out on the top. I just love him. And there's my Frankie, as I was told, Monster High doll. Love her. And this is really fun. It's almost like a fidget toy, which I've never had, but I use this as one kind of, if I'm watching a video or just working in my video or whatever, or working in my journal rather, I just play with it. I love it. I love looking at all the little shiny bits on it. I love my froggy. So he lives in there. We'll put him out of the way and open this up. I also have my pencil board in here, my writing board, which is right here. Love it. It's big enough. Oh, that's blinding you. It's big enough quite easily to fit behind a page when I want to write. And that kind of, if there's anything bumpy behind it, or even, the pages just get a little wrinkled because it is a composition book. So, sometimes they're a little bumpy, and the pencil board really helps with that. So I'm going to put that aside for right now, but it just lives in the back of my journal. Okay, so now we can look at these piles, and we can look at my planner. Switching everything around, trying to keep it so you can see it. This is my happy planner, and let's see, it is, oh my goodness, you guys, it's almost June. Stop it. So let's see. In the happy planner, I keep my own personal stuff. I keep my social media planner also. That just helps me stay on track and make sure that I'm getting everything done and not losing any files and whatnot. You know how it goes. But then in my personal, like my planner for non-recreation stuff, I will keep notes about what happened during the day. All my, oh my gosh, I'm losing words, you guys. All my appointments and things are up here. This is all personal stuff. But then I keep notes about what happened for the day. So I do keep this near me when I'm journaling. So that is what I do with my happy planner. Kind of another way to battle. If you're way behind, it's good to have those notes. And I do have out my crummy mat. Sorry about that. I've been playing with an old favorite. You guys remember these, the fuse tool? Yeah, we'll be talking about this in a couple days because I'm having a super good time with that, but it does damage your mat, so I brought out my old one. Okay, so what I have are all the little things that I printed out, and they are dated on the back. So for May 1st, I have this. Go back and see. That was April Fool's Day. I don't have much going on that day. It was a chair day because I didn't feel that great. Oh, I had another video that wouldn't upload. That's always upsetting. Let's see, I must have a chair flying around, right? Again, my box of stuff. I do keep some of the printouts that I make in the bottom here. I don't have a chair. That's crazy. Okay. Was my giant head just under the camera? I'm sorry. Let's look in the back of my journal where I keep the stuff that I've put out as stickers and whatnot. I've got to have a chair. This is so silly. These are all my journaling stickers that are available in Etsy. Oh, there we go. These words are so much fun. This was a freebie from Elizabeth at Never Hopeless. I've used it, as you can see. This was awesome, Elizabeth. Thank you. You guys go check her out. She's got, well, I'm sure you know her, but she's got tons of freebies, and her videos are fantastic. So here are some of my chairs for chair days. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome, and thanks for coming back. But if you are new here, I have a chronic heart condition, and some days I have absolutely zero energy, and I call those my chair days, because basically I sit in my chair and watch videos. It's quite exciting. These are printed on sticker paper, so that's handy. Tuck that back in there. Okay. So, oh, that's funny. It was the day I made these stickers, May 1st. So it was a chair day. I've got those to denote that. Worked on the Friday freebie. Nothing else really. I didn't sleep the night before. Nothing exciting. Okay, so that was that. And then these are the second. I have no notes for the second except it was sunny and it was my honey's birthday. There's Mark. All he wanted for his birthday was to have a fire and to play cribbage and to have stir fry for dinner. Like, okay, dude, you're easy. So that's what we did. These are more of my stickers. And I pulled out these tiny, adorable playing cards because we did play cribbage. Oh, and Pepe the skunk paid a visit. So I have all that ready to go in. Out of the way, out of the way. Everybody scoot over. There we go. And then, as I said, these are sort of pre-sorted because I'd done it for the first video. But at any rate, it's just a matter of going through your box and pulling stuff out. The third was, in fact, my birthday. It was a big one, you guys. I was 60. It just is impossible, if you ask me. There was ice and snow overnight because it's May. Why wouldn't there be? Let's see. This can't be right. Wait, we've got a couple days here. This is all... I've got something in an uproar here. Oh, I pulled them out of order. Okay. So this was the third and the fourth. The fourth was, let's see, we'll put these to the side. I've got a mess. The third was Saturday, snow and ice. It was a lovely day. I've got a set of photos. My sweetie gave me a gorgeous dozen red roses, a beautiful card, a cheesecake, which is my absolute favorite, that said happy 60th birthday, sweetie. And then he sang happy birthday to me. So that was lovely. And we went out that night to this really lovely restaurant here in Farmington called the Homestead. We had this delicious dinner. Well, it was a beautiful dinner, and his was delicious. Mine, not so much, but it was fine. Then we went right around the corner to this cute little bar that's right down the street from us. The Homestead's right around the corner from us. And we listened to this guy play live music, which made Mark so happy. And we actually did shots of Patron, which was, back in the olden days, something we did to celebrate. And we did it that night. It was really fun. And then we could just walk home. So that was cool. So those are the pictures. I have the envelope from my card. My card is still out on the table. Oh, I have a picture of Mark and I. I love that picture. He looks so relaxed. Let's see. That was a note from somebody. And then I actually photocopied the receipts from both of the stops that we made. They were both on that thermal paper, so it would have disappeared. But I went ahead and photocopied them so I would have them. So that was the third. You can see where I'm going with this being a busy month. And then on the fourth, again, I sorted everything out. I've got envelopes from cards. We went out for dinner with my brother-in-law and sister. And so Mark had a card and I had a card. We went to this fabulous place that we love called My Dad's Place. And they have like the best burgers and shakes in the world. That was fun. My sister gave me some Brookie caramel candy clusters from Trader Joe's. Isn't that funny? They have a little picture and it says equals Brookie. That cracked me up because I'm easily entertained. Oh, and she bought me some flaked sea salt, which I'd been wanting. So she bought me some of that, and that's the packaging. And then we went home and just watched movies. We had the best time while we watched TV. And we still had cheesecake left. And Mark was horrified that I had no raspberry jelly or strawberries or something to put on top. This was the weirdest thing. Prepare to throw up. My daughter had brought him some onion jelly from Italy, and they are sweet onions, but he went down, opened the jar, this is a little tag, and happily put onion jelly on his cheesecake. Yeah, he's a weirdo. He said it was delicious, but I was going to take his word for it. So those are all, so far, what I've got split up. And we'll go into the journal. And what I do is I just go to the right page. And normally, you know, I do this a couple days at a time, not a stinking month. But there you go. So this is my opening page for May. This sticker is part of a Friday freebie, again, in the Facebook group. I will link it up there. If you're not a member, you should be. Come join us. Get your freebies. So that's just a cover page denoting that it's May. This would be the first. And we said that that was just kind of a chair day, so I'll put those there. And as Elizabeth calls it, this is just stuffing the journal, but in a kind of severe way, kind of extreme journal stuffing. So I'll put those there. And then I've got the stuff from the 3rd. And if it's a normal journal stuff, I will paper clip the things in, but this is not normal. This is huge, so I'm just going to tuck them in because we would have more paper clips than we needed. Well, we would need them, but it would be very bulky. Okay, so we've got that for the 4th. I did go through and number my pages with a pencil to keep myself on the straight and narrow. So this is really what I do, you guys. This is the 5th. I believe all of this is the 5th. My kids came up, which was awesome. Let me get my planner and make sure I'm not missing anything. What am I doing? Oh, I've got the wrong month in here. Hold on. I'm just holding it off to the side because there's some personal notes in here. Nothing personal. I mean, to you, I don't mean to be offensive. Let's see. Here we go. That's May 5th, not April 5th. Couldn't figure that out. So let's see. Oh, I did the video for drawing somebody's name to win some of the Friday freebies I'd made. That was super fun. I have another drawing going on right now because I make a lot of stuff and I can't keep it all. So if you go watch, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 videos back, it's got giveaway in the title. I made a little adorable mini journal, and that is up for grabs if you watch the whole thing through. And at the end, I tell you what emoji you need to put down in the comments below for that video, and I'll do a drawing of those. That's on Friday, the 23rd. Today's the 21st. Wow, I'm so confused, you guys. Yeah, it's the 21st of May. And so that drawing will be on the 23rd of May, Friday. So go watch it. Enter to win a free little adorable journal. Anyway, that was a whole tangent, wasn't it? The 5th, it was Cinco de Mayo. Where's my Cinco de Mayo? I have a Cinco de Mayo. Somewhere I have the sticker for Cinco de Mayo because I made it. Hold on. Pulling this out to look again. Jeepers creepers, Brooke. So hard when you make a video once and then go back to have to make it again. It makes me highly confused. Okay, so this was the same Friday freebie, and it's on sticker paper, as I said. I cut it with my Cricut, so I'm just going to cut Cinco de Mayo out. When I'm ready to put it down, I can just peel it off as a sticker with a small border. Okay, so we got Cinco de Mayo. That was the 5th. And my daughters came to visit for Mother's Day and my birthday. They weren't going to be able to come on Mother's Day, so they came and stayed a few days this week. And they brought us presents. Can you stand it? So awesome. I had said earlier that they were crazy about blind boxes. Well, it turns out I'm crazy about blind boxes too. So, yeah, there you go. I have 2. That's frustrating. So they bought me some because they know I love them. And Victoria had these guys called Smeeskies. I had never seen these, and I was jealous. I wanted one, and they got me one. So sweet. And then they got me a ham egg too, which is this little mouse with eggs on him. I don't know what to say, but This is a little flyer out of there. And I got this one with the mouse that has an egg on its butt. I don't know why I love it, but I do. There you go. And I have a photo of all of our little blind box things. I got the weightlifter. He's mine. Victoria loves Miffy. That's why she bought that burger stand, was so that Miffy could have a burger stand. And of course, they didn't forget Mark. Now, my darling Mark does enjoy a cannabis gummy now and again. It helps a lot with his back pain because he is off painkillers now. So they brought him some gourmet gummies, which I thought was I thought it was hysterical, but I also thought it was very thoughtful. So those are all the things from the 5th. And then what comes next? Let's see. Tuesday the 6th. Oh, this was funny. This was a funny day. I think. Oh, this little pill goes on the 5th, which was, again, part of that Friday freebie. I spoke to my cardiologist and was able to switch out one of my very expensive heart meds for a generic. Yay! So that goes on there. So I can talk about that, because who doesn't want to know about that? On the 5th, it was overcast and rainy. The girls worked on the burger joint and finished it. Can you see how tiny those things are? I mean, they're tiny. And for a burger joint, it has a lot of chicken, but whatever. When they were done, they did give me the booklet, the instruction booklet. So I'll be able to use this as a background or something. I think it's super cute. I got a picture of them working on it. So sweet. They were having such a good time. It was a good rainy day activity. And then later on, they made dinner for Mark and I, and it was delicious. And while they were doing that, we ate it all up. Olivia and Mark grabbed a game of cribbage. And Victoria was in charge of cooking, which was kind of cool. Usually Olivia does the cooking. So that's all the stuff I have for the 5th, which I thought was amazing. So let's stick those in there. That's going to be a problem. The 5th is a small day. Or a small page for all that stuff. We're going to need a tip in or something of that nature. And then this is all for the 6th. Sorry, guys, I had a sneezing fit. We've been having so much rain, I thought it would wash the pollen away, but no, it's still very polleny. It's great. So anyway, we've got all this, and what I'm going to do at this point is flip this over, because there is so much stuff in here. That was for the 6th. I'm going to take all of these pages and go back a little bit, and I've got my giant clip, and I'm going to clip, I'm going to clip these pages together to try to contain all that. I do have the 7th apparently in here. Oh, the girls left. Mark took a lovely picture of us. I was so sad to see them go. My older daughter, Olivia, moved to Alaska the Saturday after this. So she couldn't come for Mother's Day. And Victoria does markets, art shows on the weekend, so she wasn't going to be able to come for Mother's Day. So finished up the Friday freebie. Oh no, this was actually the sticker set that's in the Etsy shop. I have a full set of journal stickers. This is a reduced size, but the journal stickers are in my Etsy shop. There's a set for every month, and I'm currently going through and updating the stickers so that they're brighter, and any references to previous years like COVID are being removed, and I've taken the years out so you can use them anywhere you want. The link will be down below. And so that was what happened on the 7th. We were exhausted from all the fun. It had been so much fun. Go ahead and tuck those under there. So we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. This goes back in the back of my journal. Grab out one more stack. So, I mean, it's all doable. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Got stuff stacked funny. I am a little discouraged because I've gotten so far behind, but doing this is quite satisfying. And quite honestly, this might not be like correct journal etiquette. I feel like if I get this stuff tucked in here, if nothing else, I can go in and glue stuff in. And a lot of times the pictures just tell the story. And then I can go back and journal at my leisure. I could design the pages probably in a day and a half. So that makes me feel better. Getting this done makes me feel better. Switch the page in my planner. Rainy and chilly again. What a surprise. There was a flooding warning, I believe, flood warning. And Mark went to the dump. Exciting day, right? So let's see. Oh, looks like I'm all the way. Something weird has happened. Oh, this is for Mother's Day. And it's something my sister sent me. It's very rude, but you guys know I'm very rude. So if you are easily offended, look away. If you're not, and you have a nasty sense of humor like I do, here you go. This was my birthday greeting from my sister, which made me laugh really, really hard, terribly inappropriate. So that was Mother's Day, and I'm just sorting them out again. The first hummingbird came Mother's Day, which was lovely. We had Chinese food, which I had been so craving, and so Mark was a sweetie and ordered some Thanksgiving food. No, we didn't have Thanksgiving food. We had Chinese food. And there was a frost advisory for that night, and in fact, it did go down to below 30 and stayed that way for more than 6 hours. So not good news for the farmers. And this looks like it's the 12th. Oh, on the 12th. What happened on the 12th? On the 12th, I recorded the last giveaway, which is already closed. So this is the 11th. We'll scoot it over there. And I also recorded the May Journal stickers being available, and I did a flip through of those. This was the 11th. This was Mother's Day. It's a terrible photo, but a little purple finch came to the garden, which never happens. I also cleaned up my little flower garden, and that was really fun. We had a big, beautiful full moon. Was it a full moon? I think it was. It says the 11th, so it must have been, but this picture does no justice. It was huge and super yellow. I don't know if it was a super moon, but it was huge. My little darling sent me a Mother's Day greeting. This was Olivia's first day in Alaska, and this is Victoria's cats, Cheese and Valerie. Yep, that's what I get for Mother's Day from my youngest. It was a full moon on Mother's Day. I just had written a note to myself in Procreate. And, this is our fortune from Chinese food. You will be on the list of the excellent people this year. So, nice to know. I'm an excellent people. I planted these really unusual morning glories, which have since germinated. I'm so excited. I'd never heard of these. Carnaval de Venezia mix. And I thought they were really pretty, so I kept the packet. And then, let's see, the 13th, there's nothing much happened on the 12th. I was pretty sore on the 12th because I did some serious stretching and digging and whatnot on the day before. It was super fun, though. And then on Tuesday the 13th, this must have been the day I went to Walmart. I just felt like getting out of the house and doing some shopping for no reason. And so I did. So I went to Walmart. I got these super cute mushroom solar LED stakes. I love them. They are adorable. The 14th. I got all these random things. I got a sifter. Do you remember, did your mom or you have one of those metal sifters that was like a tube and it had a screen at the bottom? Put the flour in and there was a handle and you turned it to sift the flour. My mom had one for years and years. She gave it to me probably 40 years ago. And I have used it until very recently when the little screen finally rusted out. So I went to Walmart to get a new one. Exact same sifter. I love it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep the same design. I bought some columbine seeds. I bought some morning glory seeds. And then, let's see. So that's the 12th. That's the 13th. And then on the 14th, it was the perfect day. I'm sorry, I was just reading my notes. Gorgeous day. It was like 80 degrees, no humidity, light breeze. It was so beautiful. And I actually did something I've never done before. I went on Facebook Marketplace. I am totally, this is like get to know Brooke, right? I'm totally obsessed with Pioneer woman dishes. I have quite a few. I'm not a fan of Ree Drummond nor her cooking. Love her patterns. So, um, Facebook Marketplace sent me a little note saying, I don't know why this came up in my feed, but this particular listing came up in my feed. And in fact, I replied. Mark and I went over there and we got so much dinnerware. Well, we didn't really get dinnerware. We got bakeware and he even got the knife block. You guys, it had barely been opened. The knives are so sharp. They're awesome. And that retailed for $100, I think. We got all the stuff that we wanted for less than 100. It was including the knife block. So that was awesome. So that was a really long story about nothing. We went and picked up the stuff from the Facebook Marketplace ad. And then let's see, what else did we do? Oh, this is Mother's Day again. Everything's all mixed up. I May 14th is National Chicken Dance Day, and we want to make sure to commemorate that. So that goes there. Liv called from Alaska. She was, I think, feeling a little homesick. Mark had his INR and finally hit right in the middle. That was big news. We went to, we had lunch at Burger King, which was hysterical. They offered me a crown, you guys. I didn't even ask. Would you like a crown? Why, yes, I would, because I'm a little princess. And then I wore it for a while. Somehow I'm going to cut this down and make a pocket or something. I don't know how. Put that at the back since it's the biggest. My sweet nephew, Austin, turned 40, which I cannot believe. And his lovely wife made him a cake-shaped pile of donuts. Because he likes donuts better than cake. And that was awesome. I love that picture of him. We also went to the Dollar Tree. Yep, we did. And I got, I guess because I'm 60 now, I got a pinwheel from the Dollar Tree. And I love it. It's green with white polka dots. And it's the kind that tips and rotates so you can tell where the wind is coming from. So much fun for $1.25, you guys. I can't even tell you. We did not eat Burger King and Subway on the same day, I'm happy to report. Okay, so this was the 14th. What happened on the 15th? How long have we been going? Did you ever really want to know this much about me? Probably not. Let's see, on the 15th, it was partly sunny and warm. It was like the animal Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom around here. The hummingbirds were going crazy. All the animals were out in the yard. I love sitting on my back porch and watching the critters. It makes me happy. But it was a pretty quiet day. Friday the 16th. Something's wrong here. Something isn't right. What did I do? I don't know. Oh, I put stuff in here that didn't go in there. Okay. So on the 16th, that was the 16th. Mark is quite a photographer and he hasn't done it in a while. So he pulled out his big fancy camera. And it's really hard to tell because I printed this on copy paper. Should have done it with the selfie. But the first lilac was coming into bloom, and he took this really cool picture of it. So that was kind of fun. And let's see. Oh, we started watching Hacks. I love Jean Smart. The show is really good. It's dark, but it's good. We started watching that on the 16th. And then oddly, I'm not really sure why, I have two national days for the 16th. One is National Mimosa Day, and one is, well, National Sea Monkey Day. Who remembers sea monkeys? Yep. These are also drawn by me, available in the Etsy shop. Sometimes they're available as a freebie in the group, but the full sheets all together with all the stuff on them are the ones in the Etsy shop. And Mark took the day off that day. That's why he was playing with his camera. And so we did have Subway that night. All right. So I've been yammering for a really long time. Let's tuck these in. And I'll give you one more tip when I'm behind. The 7th. Did we not have anything for the 8th? Was the 8th just nothing? No, 8th was nothing. I thought I had printed out the flood warning, but I guess I didn't. So there you go. I will show you what I would do. If I don't know what happened on a day, I'll put in a quote or a meme, or I'll just write, I don't know. It all works. But you can also do something else, which I'll tell you in a minute. So the 9th, oh, we got this done. What day was all this? You guys, May 9th was Lost Sock Memorial Day. Very exciting. Was it a chair day again? I hate that. Chair days annoy me. Oh yeah, it was. The 9th was a chair day. I was not feeling great. So we'll put these here. Those are for the 9th. And then on the 10th, I must not have taken these back out, is what happened. On the 10th, it was very stormy. And it was like pouring rain and then bright sun. And right during the golden hour in the afternoon, all these really heavy clouds built up. And I just thought that was the coolest picture. So we did that. And yeah, the house next to me is abandoned. And it's way too close. Our lot is very long and skinny. Narrow. Long and narrow is what I'm trying to say. So our house is kind of in the middle of two lots. And there's a dirt driveway. And then there is this house. But it's kind of fun to watch it. I don't know. I like it. So that was what happened on the 10th. Olivia went to Alaska, and of course, I stalked her on the way. I think this is so cool where you can get live updates on the flights. So she flew from Boston to Seattle, and then Seattle to Anchorage, and I, of course, stalked her the whole way. So that's the 10th. That's what happened. Yep. I already had those stuck in there from the first time I recorded this. Then the 11th was Mother's Day, so we have all this. And the 12th was the day that I recorded. Yep, those two videos. And then the 13th was, oh, this was all the Walmart stuff. And the 13th is a tiny page. So again, we're going to need some sort of flip out or something. So we can get all those right there. And the 14th was this day, which is great because I'll be able to use my crown to make a pocket or something. That was the 14th. This was what happened on the 15th. Did I forget something for the 15th? For crying out loud. Let's flip to the 15th in the old planner. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. Will help. First, let's put these on. Oh, good. I thought the 16th was just going to be an envelope, but I was smart and didn't count this as a page. So this will be the 16th. And the 15th, nothing much happened. So let's go ahead and capture all this stuff in there. I don't want to ruin my pretty fringe. Okay, so there's that. Hopefully if I drop the journal, it won't fly out. So at some point, and I'm not sure which day, as I said, our lot is long and narrow. Our house ends in the middle of the back lot, and there's another house right there that they've turned into apartments, 2 apartments. But we're very, very close. The woman who lives in the apartment over here has decided that she's like a homesteader. It's hysterical. Her front yard is literally 10 by 8. And she the other day was out. This is so much more information than you want, but I have to tell you now. So she was out the other day, and she's always doing projects with power tools. She's into it. So she's out there with wood and a skill saw and banging and moving stuff around. And there was chicken wire. And for a couple days, she was out there messing with it. And then, like the second night, I think, Mark and I could see a red glow from inside. And we're like, wow, has she got chicks in there in her little tiny front yard? You guys know I'm obsessed with chickens. So are we going to have chickens now once she lets them out of that coop? She has no yard. Our backyard is there, and it's huge. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Turns out, yes, in fact, she built a chicken coop, and it held 2 chicks, and 2 ducks. I think it was more chicks to begin with. But at any rate, I didn't write down exactly what day it was. And so the 15th, I'm not sure. I guess nothing really happened. The 15th was kind of boring, and I didn't write much down. So I know sometime around the 15th is when she built this chicken coop. I'm going to fudge it. Again, I might be breaking the journaling laws, but luckily the journal police has disbanded, so I can do whatever I want. Well, okay. I trespassed. Yes, I did. Literally, I can go 2 steps over my property line and be in front of the coop that she moved around the corner of her house. So look at that. I don't know if you can see it because it's very glary, but there are the 2 chicks. I'm trying to get out of the ring light glare. Nope, not going to happen. There are the 2 ducks. It's a tiny little coop, but she used like a dog gate and built an open area in the front. And they seem happy enough. So when she wasn't home, I went over and took a picture, even though Mark told me I couldn't. I said, yes, I can. And I did. And they're so cute. And I love them. So I grabbed that picture and then started. I was just thinking about chickens and ducks because, well, I love chicks. And it reminded me of those episodes on Friends when Chandler and Joey had a chick and a duck. I don't know why, but it did. And that cracked me up. So I printed that up. I printed this up, which is Amazing Chicken Facts. And this, I believe my friend Danielle sent me about 2 years ago. And it just cracks me up because this is what Mark says all the time. He's afraid of chickens because they're tiny dinosaurs. So I finally pulled out this sticker, and this will make a great page on a day where I don't know what happened or not much happened. And I think it's perfectly fine to fudge the date a little bit. Did this happen on the 15th? I'm not positive, but it was, if it was the 15th or the 17th or the 12th, does it really matter? Does anyone really care when my neighbor built her chicken coop? I don't think I do. And I know that could be a very controversial statement in journal world because some people are very committed to having things exactly on the day they happened. And I am when it's a birthday, a visit from the girls, that kind of thing. But when it's a rando little thing like this, I think it's a great way to fill up a page that maybe you forgot to write anything down. Maybe you just have no idea. So anyway, you guys, I've been yammering for 45 minutes. What a delight for you. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to close this so nothing flies away. We did a great job on starting to empty out my box of goodies, which actually, you know what? I feel a lot better already just having got this far. So got this far. Not got this far. So look at our box. We're doing really well. We are rocking it. And then I have the photos that I printed out today. And then I can start gluing and getting myself back together. So I want to thank you very much for coming to visit. Oh, my sweatshirt. Yes, I have on a big fuzzy sweatshirt. and I can see it's like, sorry, that must have been a real treat for you. Lost my train of thought. Good grief. I want to thank you for coming and hanging out. I hope you made it this far. If you did, what do they say? You're one of the real ones. So check down below to join the Facebook group. If you want to check out my stickers on Etsy, that'll be linked down below too. On Etsy. In Etsy. On Etsy. And if you had a good time, think about leaving a thumbs up and subscribing. We'd love to have you stick around. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.